Hello everyone. I'm Bhumi Ganesh Raut, an AWS community builder in AI engineering. So first of all, I would like to thank the LevelUp team for giving me this platform to share my learnings in the Tech from Zero series. Today we are going to understand a very important concept, that is data, like how data is stored, where it is stored, and everything about the database in the basics. So before going for the concept, I would like to introduce myself in a bit funny way, or maybe in a Python version. So I'm Bhumi Ganesh Raut, AWS community builder in AI engineering, and I'm a 2x AWS certified. Then uh, when I talk about leadership, then I'm a first AWS Cloud Club captain at Ahilya Nagar and AWS New Voices 2025, where I've completed my international speaker training from Amazon Web Services. Then I'm a community builder, and I'm actively involved in AWS community since last 3 years. So my focus is on cloud AI and web development along with community leadership. So my mission is always from rural to global, where I try to simplify the tech fundamentals for the students. So whenever we talk about data, so the very basic or the very important question comes to everyone's mind is why data matters. So we create data every day, like we do messages, payments, then we do search on a search engines like Google, Yahoo, then we upload photographs, then we store those photographs, then we log in. Everything is a data. So maybe in daily life, in technology, or in a decision making, data plays a vital role. And without storing or managing the data properly, modern applications cannot work. So where does this data go? So just think about when you send a message, or when you log in, when you upload a photograph, or when you place an order. All this data must be stored somewhere else, right? So, for example, we most of us uses a Google Photo on an everyday basis. So basically, we can store our photographs in our mobile itself, but when it comes to the storage part, our sometimes our mobile do not respond or may not work when we have a lot of storage in our mobile. So we have an option of storing the database either on a cloud or in a database. So there we stores data, that is our photographs. So let's understand what is database. So database is simply a structured or a organized storage of data. Uh, we already use a database in our daily life, like for example, maybe our school records or our organization records. There we store our name, our personal details, our um financial details, etc. Then when we go to hospitals or when we go to any bank, there we can see the files we have. So those are the kind of data which is stored in a physical form. Then in our mobile phones, we have a contact list where we store different contacts. Then in our mails, we have different inbox. So these are the kind of data which are being stored in a database. So whenever I talk about data or a database or a storage, one thing which comes to my mind is the tiffin box, because it is since our childhood, we are very relatable to this tiffin box, because since our childhood, our parents gives us tiffin box, like so. Think of this tiffin as a kind of container where we store a data like sabji, chapati, then dal rice, salad. These are the data, and the tiffin is a kind of container or a database where we store our data. So think of a data or database as a different layers, like types of data, where each layer stores a different type of data, like product level, a product layer, or a message layer, order layer, or a user layer. So storing everything separately makes the system clean and easy to manage. So how data is stored inside a database? Inside a database, data is stored in a table format. Like tables have columns, then rows, just like an Excel sheet. You guys might be using Excel sheet. So this is a kind of format in Excel, like we have different rows and different columns. So columns represents or defines the type of data, and rows stores the actual value. So this structure makes data easy, and also it helps us in searching also. So there are different tables for different data. Like in real application, we do store everything in one separate table, because we create different tables for each type of data, like a user table, order table, review table. So each table stores only one type of data, and it makes the system faster and more organized. So there are different types of database, like mostly two, like SQL database and NoSQL database. So in SQL database, we store the data in a structured tables. So these are used in mostly banking sectors or in our traditional systems. And NoSQL database is more flexible, like it is mostly used in a modern applications nowadays, like social media, maybe Instagram. Then in when we go to AWS cloud, then DynamoDB is also a NoSQL database. So when we think about how real applications store the database, so when a user or we as a user performs an action, the app sends, this is a UI where we do login, where we enter our username, password. So this app sends a request to the server at a backend, and server reads or writes data into the database. So most widely used, one of those databases is MongoDB, where we store our database. So there are different types of database where we can store our data. And this is how almost modern applications work. So why you should learn this? Because as we know, like if you build a real application, understanding database is very important. Whether you learn web development or maybe cloud computing, artificial intelligence, or even a backend, database are always there. Because nowadays you might be hearing data engineering, data analytics. Everywhere data is important, because without data we cannot work, or an application cannot work. So strong fundamentals only makes us stronger developers. So thank you everyone for listening. And once again, thanks to LevelUp team for this platform to share learning and contribute to this Take from Zero series. And I'm looking forward for more such sessions, and hope this help you understand how data is stored in a simple way. So stay connected, grow together. This is my LinkedIn, so we can connect for further topics as well. Thank you so much.